Right, okay, the pre-market movers and levels for the US.
Okay, well, we'll start with a stock called Criteo, CRTO in the US. This isn't so much a pre-market mover as one that moved sharply yesterday, and I thought I'd just highlight that. $39.21, they closed down 9.03%. And the reason why was quite straightforward. Criteo is a business that specialises in online and mobile marketing and advertising. And the Wall Street Journal had a big piece yesterday that highlighted Apple's moves to enable ad blocking software in both Safari and in iOS 9. And that's seen as a big negative for digital marketing groups like Criteo, who get paid by.
Quite a sort of a bit of a subtle hit there.
Yeah, because obviously these businesses earn their money by enabling the display of ads on mobile devices, particularly these days, but desktop
They are
PCs
very
too.
irritating.
They are, although of course the likes of Google also make a good deal of money out of them. So, but Apple appears to be giving customers the choice to not see them if you don't want to. So that's why Criteo down 9%. And then in terms of broader US equities, S&P 500 futures indicated around 1929.75. That's down 2% from the prior close. And again, it's just a straight read through from the weak China data and a poor European session.
It's a big move down though, because the close, I got the close of 1972 on the last time around, but it's a big drop.
It is, no, absolutely. Yeah, look for that. I mean, the Dow's cooled down actually even more than the S&P at the moment. Levels to watch today then, as far as equity indices are concerned. In terms of Europe, we're now looking at 60.70 in the FTSE as the downside level, plays 61.90. We have tested down to that 60.70 level in the session. A close below there would be the determining factor, I think. As far as the DAX is concerned, rather disappointingly, we no longer have a 10,000 handle on the downside number, so 9,928 is our downside level, playing 10,130 on the upside. And for the US indices, bearing in mind that negative call on the S&P futures, 1930 plays 1972 in the S&P cash are our two levels to watch, and for the Dow we look at 16,277 on the downside, plays 16,444.
So we're really waiting to see now whether, well, after the respite after that Black Monday, whether it's we recover, it's a V-shaped recovery, or we actually head down and retest those lows.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, August was the worst month the Dow's had for many a year. I think it was down 6% overall, despite a few days of sharp rallies. So it looks like it's heading lower again today. You're right. Yeah, V-shaped recovery or something that takes a little longer. I probably favour the latter, but we shall see.
Yeah, okay.
And in terms of currencies, euro dollar 112.30 on the downside now, plays 113.04 to the upside. So the euro seems to have stabilised in the short term, or maybe the dollar's just given up the ghost a bit, as we'll see later. Aussie dollar, US dollar should say 70.34 on the downside, plays 71.00 to the upside. So again, a bit of weakness there. Not surprising to see the Aussie fading on the China data. Dollar yen 119.75 is our downside level, so back below that 120 handle, plays 120.65 to the upside. And then in cable, we talked about this last week, it just seems to have lost all upside impetus, and 153.20 now is our downside, plays 153.80 to the upside, and I have to say still looks to me like it could trend lower.
Right, so sterling looking sickly at the moment.
Yeah, just any it's hard to credit, isn't it, that less than 10 days ago we were testing well above 158 and thinking it could go higher, but that seems a distant memory at the moment.